Guys, a big welcome back to my new video on death metal and collecting records and stuff like that. But what I want to do before I show you some more vinyl, which is what I'm going to go through today, it's about 7 records I'm going to show you today. Just wanted to give you an update on the channel. I've had a YouTube channel for a few years. I haven't uploaded much to it at all. Matter of fact, I've only got 15 videos on there at this minute in time, so I've never really used it. I've used it more for looking at videos than making videos, but I was inspired by my chum Matt to start making the videos on my record collection. So I'm really chuffed to say that, I can't really believe it, but within the last 24 hours I uploaded a video a couple of days ago, and in the last 24 hours I've had 662 hits on my channel, which is fantastic, and now I'm up to 42 subscribers. So what I'd like to do, just to thank those guys for looking at my videos and for checking me out, checking out the channel. Just want to very quickly, just before we look at the vinyl, do some shout outs to a few of those subscribers. So a big shout out to Close to Me, Oguess71, Cloverfield Monster 95, Bomber 0069, Magic Click 666, Deadly Covers, Kyaro Monty Stephen, cracking channel mate, I love your reviews, Fradum, Mr Satan 670, Stone Dead 1991, that is a really good channel, Mr Baby Reyes, and EverX Opening X Flower, which is another really good channel. So there are more subscribers as well. This is just a few I've picked. So thanks for looking at my videos. There's going to be loads more to come. If you ever want me to do a certain video on a certain album or a certain band, PM me or leave a comment below and we can do that. Any new bands watching this video, I'd be more than happy to give you a little bit of exposure. I'd love to hear your material. Contact me. I'd love to do some videos on newer bands as well. So that's the paperwork. Let's look at some quality metal. Starting off, everyone knows Cannibal Corpse. Their early stuff's by far the best stuff. Check this out. This is a original Metal Blade pressing of Eaten Back to Life, which is their debut album, released in 1989, I do believe. This is a French copy. That's the rear cover there. Nice glossy cover. Original logo, and probably one of the most striking death metal covers they've ever created. Done by Vincent Locke, who's done all of their covers to date, who used to work for and illustrate Dead World comics in the late 80s and early 90s. That's where the band learned about him and wanted to check him out to do their covers. So inside, this is an original pressing, not a reissue. It's not one of the Back on Black reissues, which are very good, but the first pressings are really what you want to be getting. So it's got a lyric insert sheet, and Metal Blade, okay, which is a really nice record to own. I've always wanted this. I used to have the reissue on CD, but the vinyl is always, for me, the thing to go for. With artwork as good as that, you really want to be showing it off as much as you possibly can. So, a great record to go. As I said, there's more on eBay coming up now. I got this for about 15 quid, £15, which is about $22 in American. So there's more and more of these coming out. You might be able to pick these up for 15, maybe slightly less, but I have seen them go for more. So it's luck of the draw. And as I always say on eBay, the best thing to do is bid and watch items which are going to be ending at strange times, early in the morning or when people are at work, because then that's the best time to pick up a bargain. The second one, Autopsy, Acts of the Unspeakable. This is Autopsy's 3rd full-length release. This is an original pressing, a German pressing, on Peaceville Records. Now this one doesn't include the poster. It is the gatefold pressing. I'll show you the gatefold, which has got some fantastic, very morbid, very gory artwork. This is one of Autopsy's strongest releases. It's a great record. The poster It's a double gatefold. A lot of double LPs, if they have things like posters, will have that as well as that, whereas a lot of them will have one side sealed up. So that's when you kind of know that there was meant to be something else in the album apart from the record. But this is the vinyl. Peace Filled, original. There's a few cracks and pops on this one, but nothing too bad. This one's pretty hard to find. It goes for quite a lot of money if it includes the poster. But I don't include the poster on this one, unfortunately. But it's a very, very good record. Meat, Necro-Cannibalistic Vomitorium, really something you need in your collection. They did a big reissue campaign on Autopsy CDs a few years back, and they're redoing the vinyl. I hear from Peacefield that they're going to reissue this on coloured vinyl again with a poster, which is what they've done for Severed Survival, their debut, and their second album, Mental Funeral. This is the next one which is due to be reissued, so I might well pick that up. That would look really good on blue vinyl. Coming over to a Swedish band that not a huge amount of people know a lot about. This is Deranged. This is one of their less known releases. This is the album 3. Deranged, more known really for their album called Plainfield Cemetery, which was a little bit about Ed Gein, the serial killer. The great thing about this release is that it comes on sort of translucent pink-red vinyl. And one of the real funny things about this release is that I'm always going, well, what side's A, what side B, and you end up counting the tracks, don't you? But this one says for side B, this is side B, you sucker. Thanks a lot, Deranged, for putting that on there and telling me what side to play first. So that's the rear cover. Hope you can check that out okay. And one of the real cool things about this is it came with a 7-inch record, once again on red vinyl, which folds out into a poster with lyrics and things like that on there as well. So it's just something, I like it when albums come with extras. Obviously wearing the Kiss t-shirt, they were kings of putting extras in vinyl, and I love it when you get things like 7 inches. I know it sort of started with Napalm Death on their Harmony Corruption LP, they included in the first few pressings a live album. And also Massacre they included on From Beyond on the first pressings, Provoked a Curse, a 7-inch. So it's a good record this, it's quite brutal. It's a little bit like Cannibal Corpse, but a little bit like newer Cannibal Corpse, but it's a bit faster. And it's incredibly cult record, this one as well, really. You don't really see this even on eBay, particularly with the single. So stoked to own it. I went shopping yesterday and I picked up something I've never seen before, didn't know a lot about it. You guys probably will. This is the side project from Donald Tardy and Trevor Perez from Obituary, and also Mitch Harris from Napalm Death. This is Meathook Seeds' debut, Embedded. It's printed, it's the first pressing from Earache Records, and it's printed on almost recycled paper. It's quite heavy duty. I played it last night for the first time. It's got tinges of Godflesh, tinges of Napalm, and it's really, really good. So it's well worth getting if you're into both of those bands. The vinyl comes on a plain white sleeve. Pretty hard to get hold of. I don't think it's very valuable, but there's not very many of these on eBay. Currently, I had a look last night. That's the lyric sheet. There's none of these vinyl copies on eBay, which says to me it is pretty scarce. Now, you can pick up a couple of these on CD, and their second album, Bible, on CD. If you wanted to get this particularly right now, on eBay UK they have a Japanese pressing of this on CD available right now. So I tell you what, it's worth a listen. I sort of saw it and I got it. I'll put that in later. I don't want to damage that. I'll put it in later because I got this book. I wasn't sure about the band, but I saw it was £4.50 on like a sort of market stall. And I saw Meathook Seed. I thought, I know that name, I know that band. I've never heard them before, I've never listened to their music, but I'm really glad I picked it up. It's a different album and something great for vinyl collectors' collections, because we all like something rare. Guys, this is an old one. I got this through the post yesterday. More thrash than death metal, but this is the Criminally Insane Nazi Iron Cross pressing on red vinyl with the chain. Can you believe I got this for £5? This can go for up to 40 quid. It's a little bit damaged in places, it's a little bit old. It was released in 1986, but it's a great thing to own. I've always been a huge Slayer fan, so I thought I'd show you that. Okay? Finally, MACABRE. Very influential band. They've done some fantastic songs. This is the vinyl solution second pressing, I believe, of Grim Reality. That's the rear of the cover. It's a good album, this. I'll show you some of the vinyl. There you go, like a Hazard Walling logo there, and vinyl solution. This is solution 18. It's in very good condition. Picked it up quite recently from someone who was selling it within the UK. It includes the insert sheet. This is what you want to make sure when you're buying vinyl, that it's got all the things it should have. There you go, there's the insert sheet, which is like a black and white reproduction of the cover, followed by the lyric inserts. This album's basically a sort of 6-7 track album, obsessed with serial killers. There's songs about Ed Gein and Albert Fish. It was released in 1987. And it's a really good listen. Vocally it's excellent, the guitar playing's great, and so's the actual drumming on it. It's a fantastic cover. It's just old school death metal, and it's well worth having a look, trying to pick this one up. You can get this for about £10–12. It's not worth a lot of money, but it's something to pad your collection out, and anything by these guys is always worth a listen, because I think they're a fantastic band. You've got Corporate Death on guitar, lead vocals, Nefarious on bass, and Dennis the Menace on drums and backing vocals. So a lot of death black metal bands have very fierce names, whereas these guys seem to take it with a bit more of a pinch of salt. So guys, this is what I'm showing you today. Comments, as always, please leave them below. I hope this is good for you to watch. I really enjoy doing these videos. It's a great hobby, death metal collecting, or any record collecting, but particularly metal and death metal, because the covers are great. You get a lot of inserts, the vinyls, all sorts of crazy colours. So in the next video we're going to be looking at Immortal. We're going to be looking at Immortal reissues on Osmos. We're going to be looking at Autopsy reissues, which I've got as well, and original pressings too, of course. So check back for the next video. It's been a pleasure presenting to you guys again today. Rock on and let the metal flow.